It's extraordinary what's happening, and both actinium and astatine, but especially astatine, are going to play a role. As IBA, we are extremely enthusiastic about what's happening in the nuclear medicine, theranostic market. For me personally, it's something I've been following all my career. I've been close to isotope production all my life. It's extraordinary what's happening, and both actinium and astatine, but especially astatine, are going to play a role. The characteristic of astatine make that you will need several production centers in each continent, in Europe, in North America. We are already starting to think what will be the best machines for the production of astatine. There are a number of accelerators in Europe who can make a beam of 28 MeV alpha, and that can make some astatine, and for instance there is Arronax in France who is perfectly able and doing it. But if you really want to have astatine available for first all researcher and then all patients that will need it, you need a more industrial source. I would say at the moment we have research source, which are very good for research, but if you want to do really a clinical distribution of astatine all over Europe, you have to fine-tune tools exactly for that, and that's what we are preparing to do. It's quite obviously it will be a cyclotron accelerating alpha particles. There's a bit of discussion on the ideal energy. If you go higher, you produce more astatine, but you produce some impurities. So in my view, the end will be around 28 MeV. The target is probably the most critical part. You can either have an internal target or an external target. And at the moment, we are looking really what's the best way to do it, a way that will be reliable, that will allow large production. You will not make very long production because the half-life is shorter. Probably you want to make 4-hour production, but make several 4-hour production every day to answer the need. In a way, it's something in between the distribution of fluorine, which is an extremely short half-life, and the distribution of longer single photon isotopes. So the logistic will be somewhere in between. For me, making the cyclotron has never been a problem. IBA spent, I think we have done more than 400 cyclotrons so far of different methods. And this is not a especially difficult machine to do, so we are completely confident on the fact that we can make reliable, economical cyclotron to produce the astatine. I think it's more the development of the molecule, it's more the clinical trials where there are still question marks, and we must progress on that. But for me, if the green lights come from the clinical trials, industry will be there to produce serious amounts of astatine.